everyone, it's Hayes, and in today's video we're going to try and work out what happens in episode 4 of Miraculous Ladybug season 5 Jubilation, because I apparently can't get enough of making videos. It brings me great jubilation. I'm sorry, that was awful. So we're going to look at the synopsis again, look at all the spoilers that I think are for Jubilation, and see what we can come up with together. However, I haven't read the show Bible or seen the majority of the leak, so if you already know what happens, great, good for you, and I'd chuff for you. But please don't comment and say, hey, you're right about this, you're wrong about that, this is what actually happens. If you can't leave a comment that won't spoil the episode for other people, I'd rather you didn't leave one at all. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
So let's start with rereading that synopsis. Marinette is surprised to discover that a former classmate, Succuline, is passing herself off as Ladybug. She tries to dissuade her from endangering herself this way, but Monarch Daddy comes after Succuline, convinced she is the real Ladybug. With that in mind, I think the episode could open with Marinette going for her self-care jog. I mean, I don't know why she's going on the jog. To me, it's not self-care because I bloody hate jogging. In my opinion, I think people who jog hate themselves because it's the worst thing ever. Anyway, on the jog, she sees the advert again for Alliance, and Tiki is like, ooh, it's Adrian, and Marinette is like, oh, do you want to fight me, Tiki? I don't like him anymore that way, even though we all know you do. This season is really going to test my blood pressure with all this blatant lying. Marinette continues on jogging, and she sees Mr. Damocles practicing at being a lunatic, swiftly followed up by another lunatic in training, but this one is dressed as Ladybug, so he's obviously crazier. Marinette and fake Ladybug seem to perhaps talk, and I think Marinette recognises her as her old classmates. And prepare yourself for this name butcher. Succuline. Apparently a made-up name, because there are only so many French names, hence why there are 2 Andres in the show. Like, where did this name come from? Like, is her real name actually Jacqueline, but she actually really likes socks, so she renamed herself, you know, as you do.
Cute socks.
So, fake Ladybug leaves, and Marinette is apparently surprised to find out who fake Ladybug is, according to the synopsis, but this screenshot begs to differ because she looks absolutely fuming she's out for blood this season. So she goes home to get changed, and waiting for her is an Alliance ring, which Marinette commences to yeet across the room when she sees it's Lila on it. And she also yeets it because of this very unsustainable and unnecessarily bulky packaging. But then she grabs the ring and goes to the new location in the show to see her old friend who likes socks. So Sock Girl works in an art shop and Mr. Damocles is there, and it seems Sock Girl is perhaps giving him advice on how to be a better hero, since, no offence to Mr. Damocles, Sock Girl seems better at it than him. Mr. Damocles leaves feeling sad, and Marinette, who seems to have listened to their conversation, goes to confront Sock Girl. Oh my god, that's what her superhero name should be, not fake Ladybug. She should be Sock Girl. However, seems like they have a catch-up instead. Marinette says a lot has changed in a year, implying Sock Girl changed schools before the events of Origins, but why Sock Girl kept in touch with her old head teacher and not Marinette, and now they run around the rooftops of Paris together? I have no idea.
None of my business. It's none of my business.
Marinette's ring goes off, showing Adrian, and Sock Girl is like, oh, you know him, and I swear to God, Marinette, Kagami and Sock Girl need to start some sort of support group for doppelgangers who all like the same boy. It's kind of freaking me out. So Mr. Damocles gets akumatized, and my reasoning for it right now is that Monarch Daddy, who is suspecting Sock Girl is Ladybug, wants Mr. Damocles to check it out for him, check if it's her, while also taking advantage of Mr. Damocles' being upset that a child is better than him. The boundaries in this show are so healthy. So the Dark Owl is given the power of Jubilation, and I think this might be due to his wish to be a hero, so therefore he wants to see what everyone else's wishes are. Maybe, I don't know. Ladybug and Cat Noir arrive, and I would assume Marinette transforming takes the suspicion off Sock Girl, and they'll start fighting, with Cat Noir kicking his principal in the chin. Yes! Ladybug does her lucky charm, and Mr. Damocles kicks her in the face, then saves Cat Noir from one of the Dark Owl's weapons, but he comes for them anyway and shoots a gift at them. I would assume with the goal of trying to work out who they are from the content of the gift. As we saw in Guilt Trip, Pigella, Reflector, Ladybug and Cat Noir could all see the contents of Julika's wish, so the Dark Owl will see it too. Now there are a couple of possibilities what they will see. I think one for sure is this little wedding sequence where they kiss at the movie theatre and end up married, because as we all know, that's what kissing in the cinema leads to. Stay safe, kids. I think another one is of them getting the butterfly miraculous and knocking Monarch Daddy's lights out, but we did also get these two other sequences that could be possibilities. One is Ladybug and Cat Noir kissing on a bridge, and another is of them on the Eiffel Tower with the miracle box and people are cheering. Perhaps these are from a different episode where Jubilation is used again, or there are dream sequences from either this episode or another one entirely. Or perhaps they get hit more than once by the gift in this episode, but right now I feel like the wedding sequence and knocking Monarch Daddy's lights out are the most likely Jubilation gifts to see in this episode. And it seems that Ladybug is absolutely transfixed by the gift, and the Dark Owl tries to take her earrings while she's distracted. After that, I would assume they beat him, because obviously this is a kid show, that's what they do. But we also have these screenshots of Ladybug holding up the Alliance ring in the art shop. Does she perhaps, after the fight has ended and she's done the Miraculous Ladybug, start to suspect the rings could be playing a bigger part in the new powers the Akuma victims have? Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. Maybe episode 4 is a bit too soon for her to start suspecting that. I'm not sure. So there you go, besties. That's what I think will happen in Jubilation. It's airing on Monday night on Gloob in Portuguese at 7:30pm Brazilian time, and all the rest of the air dates are on the screen for you, and the game is also coming out the day after that on the 25th. I will be tired. I'd love to know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.